As part of its efforts to modernize and better equip itself for potential future conflicts, Estonia ordered 230 new armored vehicles in October 2023. The deal with Turkish vehicle manufacturers was split into two parts. One half was for 4x4 light tactical vehicles, and the other was for 6x6 armored personnel carriers. In this video, we look at the vehicles Estonia ordered and why exactly it went with equipment from Türkiye specifically. So in late 2023, Estonia signed the €200 million deal with Turkish vehicle manufacturers Otokar and Nurol Makina for the supply of 230 armored vehicles. Looking at various media sources, it appears that the agreement divides into a €130 million purchase of the 130 ARMA 6x6s and €70 million for the 100 NMS 4x4s. Both deals include training as well as equipment maintenance. Earlier reporting had indicated that an equal number of both vehicles would be purchased, but it looks like things have changed. Speaking about the deal, or deals, Estonia's defense minister stated, "Relations in the defense industry will bring the two countries closer. The products of Turkish companies will further strengthen the Estonian army and contribute to regional security. The memorandum of intent will further develop good relations." As reported by ERR, most, if not all, of the 6x6s will go to the Estonian Land Force's 2nd Infantry Brigade, and their role will be to transport troops and provide machine gunfire support. The 1st Infantry Brigade will continue to use the old Passi APCs. While the Defense Ministry refused to describe the level of protection provided by the new vehicles, the APCs should be shielded from heavy machine gun and mortar fire, as well as shell fragments. The Estonian Centre for Defence Investments, or ECDI, also notes that the ARMA's mine protection is better than what the tender conditions called for. Unlike the Passi used by the 1st Infantry Brigade, the ARMA does not have a windshield or side windows. ERR points out that the driver has a hatch with protection from weather provided by a removable plexiglass shield. In case of enemy contact, the driver will close the hatch and be able to see their surroundings using periscopes, which is also the case for the vehicle's gunner. In addition to the driver and gunner, the ARMA can carry 8 soldiers. The ARMA is available in various types of mission configurations, such as armored personnel carrier, infantry fighting vehicle, command post, ambulance, CBRN reconnaissance, driver training, reconnaissance, etc. Beyond APC, it's unclear if Estonia will have other ARMA variants. In the ARMA brochure, it's noted that the vehicle makes use of commercially off-the-shelf components and subsystems. This results in low life cycle cost, superior service life, high reliability and high readiness for battle, ease of maintenance, and training of operating and support personnel throughout the life cycle. We'll show all of the vehicle specifications here, but you can see that it can weigh up to 23 metric tons and has a length of 7 meters and a width of 2.75 meters. It has a ground clearance of 42 centimeters. It's powered by a turbocharged 450 horsepower diesel engine. And then when it comes to the 4x4 light tactical vehicles, it was reported that the smaller NMS will be distributed between both brigades. The head of the Land, Sea and Aerial Vehicles Department at ECDI states, "The 4x4 is meant for smaller gun teams and to serve as a command vehicle for certain units. Some of Estonia's air defense and anti-tank units could have some of these 4x4s, while the Army's scouts will continue to use smaller off-road vehicles to minimize their visibility." According to the official brochure, the modular design of the NMS 4x4 allows for a wide range of operations, such as combat, personnel carrier, air defense, and reconnaissance in high-intensity conflict environments. As a transport, it has a capacity of up to 11 personnel, and is said to offer quick, easy, and low-cost maintenance. Apparently, it's just a coincidence that both types of vehicles will be bought from Türkiye, despite the single signing ceremony in Tallinn. The tender for the new APCs actually saw bids from Finland, France, Spain, Italy, and Germany. An ECDI representative notes that competition was fierce and less than 1 point separated the winner from the second place. And so, why did Estonia go with these Turkish vehicles? Well, it sounds like cost was an important factor, as it was said that other manufacturers' offerings were more expensive by several million. The availability of spare parts as well as delivery time were also mentioned as factors. It's unfortunate that Estonia didn't end up joining Latvia in the CAVS program and acquire the Patria 6x6, Apparently it was considering this, but ultimately chose to go in another direction. Now, it's clear that the equipment of all three Baltic nations is quite different, and so commonality with Latvia wouldn't be much of a factor. However, we have to assume that the close economic and political ties between Finland and Estonia would have made the Patria a lead competitor in the bidding process. Additionally, Patria's promise of technology transfer and enabling local production would have been a nice selling point politically, but perhaps Estonia didn't see the need to set up local facilities and production when it could just save money up front. Additionally, establishing production facilities would have taken quite some time, and delivery time was mentioned as a factor. Now, maybe it wasn't a huge factor, but it was stated that Estonia's deals with Türkiye would strengthen the relations between the two countries. Along with Hungary and Slovakia, Türkiye has always been seen as one of the NATO member nations that remains quite friendly to Russia. Trade is still strong between the countries, and aircraft from Russian airlines are still allowed to fly to the country and vice versa. Deals like the one with Estonia should be used as leverage to convince Turkey to choose doing business with its European allies instead of with Russia. But, well, that's just our opinion. Since our focus is on Baltic defense and security, we should mention at the end here what the general equivalent vehicles are for the other Baltic nations. As mentioned in the earlier section, the ARMA takes on the same role as the Patria 6x6 in Latvia. Lithuania still has many old M113s, but also uses the 8x8 Boxer infantry fighting vehicle, which it calls the Vilkas. As for the Nurol Makina NMS 4x4s, well, you may recall our recent video about Latvia's cancelled deal with Sisu for the GTP. It looks like the country will make its own armored tactical vehicle in the future based on the VR Fox. As for Lithuania, its choice of armored light tactical vehicle is the American-made JLTV, and again, it's something we covered in a previous video. But what do you think of Estonia choosing the ARMA 6x6 and the NMS 4x4? Should it have gone with vehicles from closer allies? Or do you think that these Turkish vehicles offer good value for money? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment.